What's up guys, it's Average Ol making average content for the average viewer, and today I want to talk about the next massive update for Battlefield 2042, which is said to be arriving in early December, which hopefully doesn't mean early December the same way that the beta was coming out early September, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. It's no secret that Battlefield 2042 has launched in a less than perfect state. I mean, it is about as polished as a smackhead's shoes, but as easy as it would be for me to sit here and trash talk the game, I think I'd like to focus more on the positives and the changes that are coming to Battlefield 2042. For all their sins, DICE have at least been forthcoming with the updates for this game and seem to be working tirelessly to try and get it into a more acceptable state. Unfortunately, patience is the name of the game here. Look, I don't want to be accused of being a DICE shill or anything like that. The fact of the matter is, yes, Battlefield 2042 is a lot less than perfect, and we have a long road ahead in terms of updates and getting this game in a state that we are all going to be happy with. However, we have all paid our money for this game, and for better or for worse, we have decided to stick by it and continue playing it. So although we are not happy and we are not content with the state of Battlefield 2042, I do just want to stay more positive, because I have found through past experience, constantly focusing in on the negatives within a game will only make us hate it more. And I think that at its core, Battlefield 2042 with some polish and with some work can turn out to be a really decent game. I understand if you don't want to be patient, I understand if you don't want to wait, but I for one will be sticking by this game for the foreseeable future just to see where it ends up going, because ultimately, I'm still having a hell of a lot of fun on it. Now, before we go too far into the video, I do just want to remind you that we are chipping away at our sub goal of 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you enjoy this content at all, it's always very much appreciated if you subscribe. Now, also, yesterday I just started up a brand new Discord server for this channel so that you guys can come and hang out, have a chat with me, share anything that you think about Battlefield 2042, any tips, any tricks, any news, everything will be discussed in that Discord, and a link to that and an invite to it will be down in this video's description. Now let's get on with these changes. Now, I do just want to say that the actual official patch notes for this next coming update, whether this be Thursday, the Thursday after, some point soon, the actual official patch notes are absolutely vast. They are huge, and I will not be going over every single fix that they are making. I have personally handpicked the most interesting and important points that I have found within these patch notes that are coming in the next patch, so that you guys don't have to sit here and scroll through every single thing. This is the sort of too long didn't read version of the patch notes. So first of all, I want to start with the weapons. This is quite interesting for me, because some of the things that they are stating is coming in the next patch are things that I actually thought were coming in the patch that we had last Thursday. So let's go over them quickly. Reduce spread globally when zoomed and moving. Improved stationary zoomed accuracy for many weapons. Spread now decreases faster and earlier when pacing shots. This means more success with single fire and short bursts. Increased PP29 vertical recoil to ensure that the weapon doesn't overperform when engaging outside of its intended combat range. Fixed an issue where spread would be too high when trying to fire while zoomed right after sprinting for some portal weapons. Reduced effectiveness of the NTW50 against weapons. Fixed the 8x scope having a faster ADS time than the others. Fixed the M44 revolver chambering an extra bullet. Fixed an issue where soldier is unable to shoot after getting hacked while in a vehicle, and reduced switchback to weapon delay after throwing grenades. Now, the first 4 points that I mentioned there regarding the spread and the PP29 vertical recoil change, they were all mentioned in the patch previous. However, this specifically says that this is coming in the next patch. The only thing that I can think this means is they are intending to make more balanced changes to these things come the next patch, which honestly is only a good thing. I still feel like I'm getting killed by the PP29 quite a lot, and the vertical recoil change hasn't really been that impactful. That being said, there have definitely been marked differences when it comes to the spread of weapons, especially the assault rifles. They are so much more fun now and so much easier to use. However, the only thing that I will say worries me about this weapons section is that they have not once mentioned the hit detection. After seeing Jack Frag's video, I don't know if you guys watched it, but you should definitely go and check that out. There is such a huge issue with hit detection when there are a number of players and a number of events happening on screen, and this seriously needs to get fixed ASAP. That's not to say that they won't be working on this in the background, it's just not mentioned here specifically in the patch notes. Next, I want to go on to some more general things. They're going to be introducing weekly missions, providing set challenges that reward cosmetic unlocks. This for me is actually really really exciting, because customization within Battlefield 2042 is, let's be honest, a bit fucking lackluster. The fact that they are going to be giving us weekly missions that we can complete, not only does that give us something else to do, but on top of that, it also means that we'll be having that extra layer of cosmetic reward as well. I know cosmetics aren't for everyone, but I really don't think that you can be angry about cosmetics being added to a game when they are free and unlocked through gameplay. Next, they have over 150 individual fixes, small changes and improvements across all of the maps. This is absolutely incredible news, to be honest, because the maps themselves are something that I really feel like lack polish in this game. There are so many things that happen when you're walking around these maps, getting snagged on rocks, getting stuck into little bits. There's weird collision with a lot of the elements within these maps, and it looks like out of these 150 individual fixes, these maps will be getting a hell of a lot more polished and a hell of a lot more fun to play, which is only a positive thing. Next, they've tuned the capture times for breakthrough, making them shorter, which hopefully will make it a lot easier for the attackers to win these games. Now, the one thing that I do want to say about this is that breakthrough for me at the moment, I love breakthrough. In Battlefield 5, breakthrough was the thing that I played majoritively. In Battlefield 1, I almost exclusively played operations. And for me personally, breakthrough in Battlefield 2042 has been nothing but fucking pain. Pain, pain, pain. Literally, why would you put two of the maps where the final capture zone is on top of a fucking skyscraper? I even played these games against bots, and the bots still camp the bloody elevators. I mean, seriously guys, all you had to do was just play one game against bots in this game that you were releasing for you to suddenly think, oh, maybe it isn't very realistic that people are actually going to be able to capture these capture points. Look, I agree, it is a good thing that they are tuning the capture times for breakthrough, but seriously, they really need to rethink about where these capture zones are, because at the moment, I enjoy attacking more unless it's on a map where I know that there's no way we can win. You can sometimes be paying 20 to 30 minutes of a game ultimately for nothing, because no matter how hard you're smashing the team, as soon as they get up onto that final objective and they park a couple bolts and a wildcat up there, there is literally no hope that you're going to capture that point. Okay, moving on, we have some fixes for the vehicles. They fixed an issue where missile countermeasures sometimes didn't work, causing missiles to not blow up and instead reacquire the same target. For someone who plays quite a lot in the Nightbird, this has actually been very annoying for me. It means that you have to play the Nightbird in such a way that you're only coming out for sort of 1 to 2 second strafes before you have to go back into cover. The fact that your countermeasures sometimes simply do not work is such a big deal when playing in these helicopters and can really put you off playing them, so I'm glad that they're actually talking about this and fixing it. Also, whilst we're talking about the Nightbird, they've balanced the Nightbird's minigun spread, build-up and convergence. Hopefully this means that you'll be able to shoot a lot quicker with the miniguns, and not only that, but they should be pointed more towards the center of your screen, meaning that you no longer have to aim to the left or to the right of the crosshair, and you should be able to get a lot more kills, making the miniguns a lot more viable. Okay, finally, I want to talk about some HUD elements that they've changed. They are adding a UI list that shows nearby players that can revive you within 50 meters when downed. But not only that, they've added another UI list that shows incoming revivers when downed and pinged by a player that intends to revive you. I mean, this is fucking amazing, because this is actually something that I've really missed. However, I don't want to give them too much credit for this, because it has literally been in every fucking game so far. Look, again, I don't want to get too negative about this. This is amazing that this is coming in, and it will really help team play and balance and flow within these games. But seriously, and I don't want to understate this at all, they shouldn't be praised for adding something back into the game that shouldn't have ever been removed in the first place. But I don't want to go too far into that. Also, when low on ammo or health, nearby friendly players within 50 meters will now show a resource icon above their head, indicating that you can provide you with health or ammo. Again, super helpful, massive for quality of life, but shouldn't have ever been out of the game in the first place. And finally, on the HUD, all player world icons are now scale over distance, making them smaller when far away in an effort to reduce icons cluttering the screen. This too is absolutely amazing, because I can't tell you the amount of times I've been shooting someone only for my teammate's player tag to be completely blocking my view. The only thing that I wish that they would state, and the thing that I wish that they would add, would be the ability to change the opacity of the overall HUD. And on top of that, I'd love it if we could make the minimap actually bigger. And that about sums it up up for all of the changes that I feel are the most interesting coming in this next patch. Now, like I said, this patch could be coming Thursday, it could be coming a week on Thursday, we don't know, but we do know that it is definitely coming, and they have said that this is going to be the biggest update patch that we have seen since this game released. DICE also finished this post by saying, as a team, we are so passionate about evolving the Battlefield 2042 experience for our players, and rest assured, this is just the beginning. We'll see you soon, Nopats. Look, I know that they're getting a lot of shit at the moment. I know that this game isn't perfect, but honestly, things like this are actually really exciting for me. As coming from someone who covered Battlefield 5 and then covered Call of Duty after that for a while, I cannot stress to you enough the importance of this style of communication. The fact that they have set up their own direct communication Twitter page is massive, and the transparency and the openness with DICE at the moment has been nothing but amazing. I just wish that this transparency and openness had come before launch so that we all knew what we were getting ourselves into, but alas, things have been done. This is the way it is, and all we can do from this point going forwards is to put our faith and our trust into DICE and just hope and pray that they can pull it back and make this game as good as it can be. Now, for those of you who have watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I love to see who sticks around until the end. So if you're still here, I'd like you to let me know by answering this question down in the comments. Would you rather burn the roof of your mouth every time you ate pizza, or never ate pizza again? Anyway, that's it from me today. I'm Average Joel. Peace.